A man hoping to become the next president of the United States has a strong local tie right here in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green ophthalmologist Dr. Rand Paul just returned from New Hampshire, where he was campaigning for his father, Republican presidential hopeful Ron Paul. Our Tamara Evans talks with Dr. Paul about his father's campaign and the congressman's big announcement that aired on World News Tonight yesterday.
I think the word is spreading.
Dr. Rand Paul says he's amazed at the number of supporters his father, Congressman Ron Paul, has gained in the presidential race.
I won't even bring it up with a patient in the office, and they'll bring it up, and they will have heard about him through friends or through the internet.
The internet is how many people, especially the young college crowd, have learned more about Ron Paul and have shown their support. Dr. Paul says there's one big issue getting them involved in this campaign.
I think it's the war issue. You know, Ron Paul's the only candidate in the Republican side that says that we should end the war.
If you were president, what would be your strategy for ending the war in Iraq?
Just come home. We just marched in. We can just come home.
On Wednesday, Ron Paul's campaign revealed it had raised $5 million in the third fundraising quarter, something his son says is a huge boost to the campaign.
This is double what we raised in the second quarter, and more importantly, we now have $5 million in hand, which is more than John McCain, nearly as much as a couple of the other more well-known names that you've heard in the Republican primary.
Still, he says there's a lot to be done before the primary elections, especially since some states are having them earlier this year than before.
30 states will be done by February 12th, and it's harder for a candidate with less name ID like my father to get things rolling as fast.
Dr. Paul says in order to do this, his father will continue hitting the campaign trail to gain money and support, and using the internet to help spread the word of what he stands for.
We just want the message out there, and the multiplying effect that the message has when it gets out on the internet is just phenomenal.
In Bowling Green, Tamara Evans, WBKO.
Dr. Paul says his father has more than 900 meeting groups across the country and over 50,000 volunteers. They hope to start an organization in Kentucky over the next few months to support Congressman Ron Paul. He says they'll also be holding a campaign rally with Ron Paul this Saturday at the War Memorial Auditorium in Nashville. It'll run from 1 until 3 in the afternoon.